What's going on, BBL crew? This is your boy Perfect Blue here at the week 8 of the Banless Battlers League, where your San Diego State Azelfs are taking on the Puffy Pachirisu, coached by Sparks the God. So, looking at Sparks' team, Sparks is rocking with the Z, Dialga, Shaman Sky, Heatran, Mega Medicham, Tapu Bulu, Reuniclus, Dragalge, Gliscor, Z Toxicroak, Z Cottony, Z Sliggoo, and the Z Pachirisu. You know, you gotta have that mascot pick. Anyways, looking at Sparks' team, Shaman Sky. Nope, I don't want to play that. Shaman Sky is scary with some Bulu Train action and a Mega Medicham. A nice support options in Gliscor. A good support mod in Gliscor, you should say. Dialga is also a scary Uber. Gotta keep track of that. Dialga scary. Shaman Sky scary. Mega Medicham scary. Although I do have Lugia and Giratina Origin form, so Mega Medicham not that scary. Dragalge could be a bit scary. Reuniclus can be a bit scary. Bulu Tran I do not expect. I don't think it has the best matchup against my team. Toxicroak, same deal. Shut down by too many things. And then a Cottony, a Sliggoo, and a Pachirisu. They kind of speak for themselves. I don't really expect any of them to come. No offense to any of them. I'm sure that someone can probably make them work. And I'm sure Sparks is a good enough player to make these Pokemon work. However, I do not expect them for this matchup. Maybe a Z Memento Cottony into like a setup Shaman Sky. I don't know. Anyways, let's get right into my team. We are rocking with Victini, Yumcake the Victini, with Modest actually, with the taunt Blue Flare, Glaciate, Focus Blast. We have a lot of bulk on this. The main thing I wanted to outspeed was, I believe, Tapu Bulu? Yeah. I just wanted to outspeed Tapu Bulu creeping a Gliscor, if that makes sense. So, there's the Gliscor, right? And then in the next speed tier, that could be a Lugia. And then the next speed tier, that could be his Bulu. So I'm the one above that. That's what I'm creeping with Victini. I want as much as bulk possible so that I can take hits from the Mega Medicham if need be. Taunt is nice for the Gliscor and the Dialga so that I can taunt them, prevent rocks, you know. Rocks. Best move in the game. Next we have Poppy, the shiny Giratina Origin form with the Gracious Orb. We have Rest Talk, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball. There's no Ghost Resist on this team. Simple as that. A lot of defense so I can take hits from the Mega Medicham. I have enough speed here to creep a Gliscor. So yeah, that's a Poppy. Next we have Ruby the Groudon with the Lumberry, Double Dance, so Swords Dance, Rock Polish, and then Precipice Blades and Fire Punch. Pretty self-explanatory. Setup, win, Toxic, no work. Groudon's bulky enough to take hits. Yada yada yada. I have enough speed to outspeed a Scarf Shaman Sky because I do notice that Sparks has been bringing Scarf Shaman Sky to a lot of his games. Next we have Kurosawa, the Mega DNC. Hidden Power Ice, Earth Power, Moonblast, Magnet Rise. Magnet Rise mainly for like Gliscor, Gliscor. Mega DNC destroys him, what can I say? He doesn't really have a switch into this thing. Kinda two-shots everything on the team, except the Dialga, I guess, if he's like Shukaberry. Actually, I don't know the calc. Maybe like a Spadef Dialga actually takes 2 Earth Powers. I don't really know. Enough speed to outspeed the Mega Medicham, obviously, as I really do want to outspeed that. Actually, no, I'm not creeping Mega Medicham. Here's why. I wanted, because if Mega Medicham's in against me, it's clicking Bullet Punch. There's 100%, like 100% of the time, he's clicking Bullet Punch with it. So, that's kind of my thought process behind that. I am creeping, I believe, what is this creeping? Maybe, okay, I'm creeping him with Mega Medicham or Gliscor, creeping a Max Speed Groudon or Giratina origin form. Yeah, that's what I was grouping. I remember that. Yeah, that's Kurosawa. Next is Lugia the Lugia. We have some speed on there to outspeed the Mega Medicham. We have a lot of HP, some special attack with the Aeroblast, Earth Power, Roost, Calm Mind. Main thing, this thing is prone to Toxic, so I do have to watch out for that. This is my Mega Medicham switching. Giratina doesn't really have a reliable way to recover its rest. I don't want to rely on rest at all. And Aeroblast, Earth Power kind of hits everything on Sparks' team, so that's kind of, yeah. Next, we have Darkrai, Michuku, Dreams, Darkrai, Fightinium Z with the Z Focus Blast, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse substitute. Sub so that I can sub on like a potential Toxic, for example. And so that, for example, Mega Medicham can't just fake out me, or Shaman Sky can't like flinch me. I don't like flinches, that's why I kind of wanted to sub. So yeah, that's the team that I'm bringing against Sparks. Anyways, let's hop right into the battle. As we can see here, Sparks decides to bring the Dialga, Shaman Sky, Mega Medicham, Reuniclus, Dragalge, and Gliscor. So immediately, I'm thinking, I don't want Rocks up. I have Lugia, I have, yeah, just mainly Lugia and Victini. So my two lead options I feel like are not Shaman Sky, Victini and Mega Diancie. But Mega Diancie, against his potential leads of Gliscor, Dialga, Shaman Sky, and Mega Medicham, I felt were his potential leads, so I did not want to lead Diancie as it does lose to them immediately. Or it's threatened out by them, as let's per se. So here I'm going to lead off with my Victini against his Reuniclus, actually. So a very interesting choice. I don't want to deal with this thing, so I'm just going to... sorry. I don't want to deal with this thing, so I'm going to taunt it onto the switch to Gliscor. So, no rocks from Gliscor. Knockoff is pretty obvious here, as Earthquake against two levitating Pokemon is not smart. Knockoff, so, just to know, we played on Wi-Fi, and then we disconnected, and then we took about 10 times trying to recreate the game. It was a pain in the ass, honestly. So here, in the actual game, I did Calm Mind twice here, as he does throw off the Toxic, but I am okay because I do have the rest, as I'm just going to Calm Mind again, and he's going to Dragon Pulse me. That's going to do 24. I'm going to throw off a rest here with my Giratina, as he's going to Dragon Pulse again, and right here he's going to switch into his Mega Medicham. So, in the actual game, Sleep Talk, first one was a rest, second one was a Calm Mind. So I didn't really need the extra Calm Mind, and you'll see right here, so I just chose to stay asleep for the recreation purposes. I didn't want to accidentally get Shadow Ball. So he sets up a sub here, as I just stay asleep. Ice Punch, that's just 52, Mega Medicham strong, Shadow Ball to break the sub. I do not want to deal with that sub, so I'm going to switch out here into my Victini on the Ice Punch. And here what happens is, he goes for Rock Slide and Victini lives. However, and I fire off Glaciate, it does a bit over, it lowers him to a bit over half, it does about 30%, but he got the lowest roll possible with that Rock Slide, so we're actually going to recreate what happened in the game. So instead of me Glaciating for 30%, I'm only going to get 25%, but that will allow me to get the extra damage with the Rock Slide, barely live. I just taunt because like that was my safe move. I didn't want any more damage on him. So here I'm going to pull the double out into my Lugia, as he actually goes to Dialga. Reason I went Lugia, I didn't feel like he would Rock Slide again. That's one thing. He could have Ice Punched, I guess, but maybe, no. I predicted him to Bullet Punch because in the actual game he did get the Glaciate speed lowered, and I wanted to take advantage of that to get a free switch into my Lugia. So here I'm just going to Earth Power, just 37%. He's going to Ice Beam me, take off my multi-skill, as I'm going to Earth Power again, seeing that as that can KO it, maybe with a third one. Devastating Drake does not KO me, as I'm going to just Roost up here on his switch to Shaman Sky. And in the actual game, he did flinch me, as he is going to flinch me here, but I just did click Earth Power to simulate the flinch. And this is about the time we disconnected, so I'm going to try to restall this Shaman Sky. Very, very dangerous, as you can see. The FBI trying to flinch down my Lugia. Not the smartest play by me, but I felt like I had to play for this because this is my counter to the Shaman Sky. And it's my counter, so what do you want me to do? Like, really. It's my counter to the Shaman Sky. So, obviously here, I'm going to get the Roost as I am a lucky player. Spark's unlucky in that sense. Air Slash is going to flinch again. Air Slash is going to flinch again. And I'm going to be put barely out of range of one. And I'm going to get the Roost off. So, Lugia, clutch, not getting Air Slash flinched, as he's going to miss an Air Slash finally. So I felt like I could risk that, so I just kept on spamming Roost until he eventually misses, and he's only doing about 24% to me anyways, so I can get up a Calm Mind here, and that's going to mean that I can Leftovers basically gets back. I'm only losing about 10% health per turn, so as long as he doesn't flinch me about 10 times in a row, I should be fine. So I'm going to Roost here on the Medicham switch. I just fire off an Aeroblast here. It's going to crit the Dragalge, but I don't want to get poisoned here, as I do realize that Lugia can be a win con late in the game. So here I'm going to go into my Giratina Origin form, and I can just rest as he goes into his Reuniclus. I do a lot with Shadow Ball actually, but as you can see here, I'm just going to rest here, and you're going to see this Reuniclus. That's specs damage, boys. That's scary. So here I feel like I'm just going to go into my Darkrai on the Shadow Ball. That even breaks my sub. That's ridiculous. Here I'm just going to fire off a Dark Pulse. Take down the Dragalge. I feel like he's going to Toxic, so I'm actually going to sub. He's just going to Sludge Wave, as he's going to be barely put out of range of my next Dark Pulse. So Darkrai goes down. I lost my Darkrai. Boo-hoo. But what this allows me to do is go into my Victini, Glaciate, kind of get a kill here. So Victini getting the kill. As he goes into Mega Medicham, this is a free Lugia. I have no reason not to go Lugia. Ice Punch does 32. That's ridiculous. As I'm just going to Aeroblast here, take out the Mega Medicham. It is now 5-4. And Lugia is looking to be in a very good position. I'm just going to Calm Mind up on this Specs damaging Reuniclus. And it's going to do 33 with the Shadow Ball. So Lugia, being very a bulky Pokemon, as I realize this is just Calm Mind fodder at this point. Unless if I get really unlucky with Shadow Balls but F-Drops, this thing can not really beat me. So I'm going to just Aeroblast here, you know, no reason to get much further up. He's going to get the Shadow Balls but Death Drop. I'm just going to Earth Power here. But I realize that I can win this game, as the Shaman Sky is only going to do about 10% to me, because after the Leftovers, Aeroblast is going to go off, KO the Shaman Sky. It is now 5-2. Lugia looking to sweep. I'm just going to Roost here, as I only have about 4 Aeroblasts at this point, so I wanted to make sure that this next one would definitely KO the Gliscor, just in case I were to miss, and I'd have to go into another Mon, maybe sacrifice some differential points, which could have been a bit annoying. So I'm just going to Aeroblast here, take that out, and an Earth Power will take out the Dialga here. So we get the 5-0 win, our biggest win of the season against Sparks the God. Sparks, honestly, man, we had the DC. The game took over an hour, basically, to try to recreate and everything. It was very annoying. We kind of both played pretty sloppy. So, like, we both played sloppy. Let's just say that. I felt like we could have had a better game. Like, Lugia just kind of went ham on the team. If Dragalge went down, because Dragalge was the toxic Mon on this team. And it did teach me that, like, people will there are ways to play around toxic, so I just gotta, you know, play around the toxics, guys. And yeah, anyways, that's a GG to Sparks the God. Next, for week 9, we are taking on D Willie. Wait, was that week 9? Yeah, I believe, yeah, week 9. We're taking on D Willie, coach of the Brisbane Scythers. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you want to join the BBL server, there will also be a link down below. I encourage you guys join it, you know, talk to some people, support your yourselves. really appreciated. It's a very cool community. I recommend it. Yeah, thumbs up if you like 4Ubers, and remember always to shitpost in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Perfect Blue signing off. Peace.